verse 3. He says, thou shalt have no other gods before me. Exodus 20, verse 3. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Verse 5. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them. Who this is them? Graven images, idol worship, evil stuff like that. Thou shalt not bow thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord, thy God, am a jealous God. Okay, God. So God, if we decide to go against what you just said, what are the penalties? What are we putting in place now that we cannot see or even know when we decide to go with these evil customs that you told us here and you told us in Leviticus and many other places in the Bible not to follow? Well, let's see what God is saying is going to happen. So he says in verse 5, he says, if you decide to go against this, he says, I will visit the iniquities of the father upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Okay, so God is telling, these are rules. These are the spiritual laws. When you bury the umbilical cord, when you putting salt in the four corners of your house, when you mopping your floor with turpentine, when you putting ammonia around your place, when you putting garlic on your person, when you go into bed with your underwear and clothes on the wrong side, when you putting black or red string around your arm, all of those things, when you burying dead animals in your yard, whatever foolishness you're doing, which are customs and tradition, listen to what the rule says. God says, you who are doing it, I will now make reservation all the way to the fourth generation, that your children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, who aren't even born as yet, are already under a curse. In fact, the curse is waiting on them when they arrive. All because you, the parent, decide to go against these specific laws of God. Oh, Kevin, I don't see it. No, and that's the travesty of it. Because you don't physically see the consequences of what you're going to do to these children, you take the baton of ignorance handed down by your ancestors, and you following this tradition that you know good and well you cannot find these things in the Bible. You cannot find it. Nowhere did God tell you bury no placenta. Nowhere did God tell you mop your house up with salt and turpentine. Nowhere did he tell you about altars and sacrifice in terms of in a wicked way. Nowhere can you find it. So God says, let me be clear. When I told you in the book of Leviticus that if you follow these customs, that these customs will cause you to be defiled, meaning that you are corrupting the original of the one you're doing this to, he said, this is what I mean. What you're doing to this child who had an excellent future, a bright future, you are now causing to be levied upon them as a result of following this evil cultural practice that God begged you not to do. You are about to secure curses over their lives. This child is prone for divorce. What does that mean? Because they have been derailed from the God's original plan for them, and now given an evil destiny, the enemy has already put the people in place for them to marry that will secure a divorce in the end. The enemy has already put things and stuff in place to make sure life become hard for them. The enemy has already levied a spirit of infirmity in that bloodline that they will come up with breast cancer. They will have lung cancer. They will have thyroid and prostate cancer. They will have diabetes. It is already in the bloodline spiritually, all because ignorant parents, ignorant ancestors who are ignorant of the word of God is now engaging in a tradition. If they want to be honest, that even when they did it to themselves or did it to other people, they saw nothing positive. Why it didn't stop your boy from getting shot down? And they tell you you do it and be protected by the spirits. Why was your boy stabbed to death? Huh? Why when your boy was at a party, he wasn't even a bad boy. It wasn't even a bad child. They just was out having fun. and that bullet hit them in the head. Why? Where was the ancestral spirits to protect them then? Where was your wicked pastor covering then? Where was it? Nowhere they was in their bed sleep, because they have no control over your spirit man.